Okay, I have this project and I need some software to extend it. I need a database to store data to. So I have an idea of what I need for information I need to store. And I read about how to use MongoDB with the Mongoose data representation in JavaScript. So now I just need to add MongoDB to my server. All right, so this can go. And I went and did a little search and I found this nice web page about installing MongoDB Community Edition in Debian. And so this would work on Debian, Ubuntu. I have a separate Ubuntu one. It would also work on Mint. They have other instructions for Red Hat. So if you're a Fedora user, the Red Hat one would work for you. SUSE is different than Red Hat, Debian, and Ubuntu. All right, here we go. So at first they give me instructions about how to add Mongo as a repository. And to do that, I need to get Mongo's GPG key to confirm the software is legitimate from them. So that's an important thing. When you have repositories, you should have a key that goes with the repository to ensure you're getting the right software. So we're going to do that first. I probably have GNU PG and curl set up, but let's go check. All right, let's blow this sucker up a bit and move me out of the way. And one more time. All right, we don't need to be in that directory, so let's just go there, and we're going to do a sudo apt update first. So it's good practice. And I should be up to date. I am. Okay. So next, I just want to see if I have the packages installed. And I could check. I could do say a D package, go D apt is built on D package, and I could do a dash list on GNU PG. Is that what it's called? Why don't we move this over? Okay, that's better. I might have it installed, but apt would tell me anyway. But just another thing to look at. Yeah, so that's already installed. And if I tried to do an install on it, you would see, it would say it's probably up to date. So there's no harm in doing it that way too. It says I have some old kernels I could remove. I'm not worried about space right now, so I'm just going to do that later. Let's clear the screen and let's check on curl. So just for fun, we'll do a D package on curl. I bet I already have it. Yep. Okay. So those are already installed, so I don't have to worry about that. So next I'm going to use curl. So what are those options for? So let's man curl. Every once in a while, I'm curious about the options. And do they have that one bundled? So remember, you can search man with slash and then whatever you want to search for. So I'm going to search for FS capital SL. Not found. Okay, so it's not a common, or it's not in the manual page at least, but we'll just go with it. All right. And I don't want to have to retype that. And they happen to have a lovely copy button here. So I can just copy. And then here it's Control Shift V. All right, so there's my command. So they're going to go out and get whatever is at that endpoint. And then they're going to pipe it to sudo. And the slash is for a new line. And GPG-O. Let's see, what is that? Just curious. And GPG slash dash O. Try again. Just scroll. Okay, lots of options. All right. Harder to find than I thought. Okay, write output file. All right, so that is just going to take, that's going to take that file and write it here. I'm not sure about the de-armor. Let's look that one up. Oh, I think I scrolled past it. No, did I misspell it? Is it up here? Okay, probably up there somewhere. There we go. Okay, so that's going to unpack the file they have. All right, let's do it. All right, next we want to run this echo command. So deb, and then use that key, get the resource, and then we're going to pipe that in a sudo. T splits the output so that you see it on the screen and it gets redirected into this file here. So instead of T, if you put, say, a greater than symbol there, so pointing right, that would not show you the output and just put it in this file right here. But the T command will show the output and will write it to that file. Okay, so again, sources list is where your app sources are listed. So let's take a look at that. So ls/etc apt, and we can see here there's a sources list dot D. So that's, it used to be there was a sources list file. The new version of Debian doesn't use that anymore. Everything's in sources list D. So let's do, forgot about that. So the regular Debian sources, and then I have a separate Chrome repository and I have a separate VS Code repository and then a backup. So if we look inside the Debian one, we can see that I have just the regular Debian stable updates, and then I have the security contrib main non-free firmware. Okay, for both of them. And so we're going to get another file in there based on this command here. And so again, the echo is going to write that to the screen, and then it's also going to get piped into T as sudo. And so it also will be displayed on the screen and sent into that file. So sources list D will in a moment contain that MongoDB file. And what will be in the MongoDB file? Well, it'll be that deb line right there. That should be okay. All right, so it sent it to the screen, and now I should see if I go back here, there is now a Mongo one, and so then I can look inside of it, and it should be a replica of what we just saw on the screen. There it is. And let's just compare that to, say, VS Code, Chrome. Okay, so the format is not the new format, but I think app will be okay with that. I don't want to worry about reforming it right now. We're just going to hope it works okay. So when we run the update this time, we should see that Mongo is listed in the updates. So we're going to do a sudo apt update, like type. And so it went out and got my Debian stuff, and then there's the Mongo, the security, the Google, and how come CVS code in there? Oh, there it is, Microsoft. All right, so that's now in there. So next we want to install mongodb.org, and the -y just says yes to any questions that are asked. But I'm going to do it without that. So I'm curious. Sudo apt, we don't need get, install, and then we want Mongo. And just to double check it's there, we could do an app search first and an app show if we want to look at details about it. MongoDB. And let's just search for MongoDB in general. And there's a whole bunch of stuff out there. And this is the first group. Next. Okay. Atlas is an online Mongo database you can use. Mongo SH is the command line shell for Mongo. There's mongodb.org that I'm looking for. And if we want to see more information about any one of those, then we could do a show on it. And give us more information about it. Okay. All right, let's just go ahead and install it. So sudo apt install mongodb-org. Off we go. And it's going to install those other things. And I definitely want the command line, and apparently I need all those dependencies. So it's either yes or no. I need it. Yes. And boom, 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 it's going to install it. Okay, so then to run it, it says that data files are going to be in libmongodb and verlib, verlog, log files, typical. Okay, looks like everything went all right. We're on the right. Yes, so we have service CTL most likely. Yeah, we're system D for sure. System 5 is, or system V is old. All right, so let's go try to start it. Well, let's check on the status. So sudo system CTL status. I might have already started. Status mongodb. And it is not currently running. Okay, so we grabbed the software. If we had run this before, we would have had a no such service found, but the service file got put in there based on the installation we just did. So it looks like we need to actually start it. All right, so if we run the status again, we should get a totally different message. Nice. Okay, it is running. Okay, they're giving us some information here. If it doesn't run, we could try a daemon reload, which we've done in class before when we were editing the file system table. All right. And again, it's running. We don't have to enable it. We could stop it if we want with stop instead of status. We could restart it. So if you edit the configuration file for Mongo, then you would have to restart or reload as another option. Reload will just reload the file to the running service. And then we could use the Mongo shell to do something. All right, and again, I'm pretty new to Mongo, so I have some learning to do there. So next I got to figure out how to use this database with my project. All right, wish me luck on that. Okay, cool. That's the main thing I wanted to show. Installing a package, making sure it's running as a service. Adios.